Good evening, everyone. This is Professor Hill. It's a short video for our class, Introduction to Ethics Philosophy 2306 at St. Philip's College for the Maymester 2023. And this is the beginning of week 3 in our class. And today is Monday, the 29th of May, 2023. And it's Monday night, which means we've got an essay due tonight at midnight. Then we're going to have this week to finish up reading what we've been looking at as a block, really chapters 4, 5, and 6, because they have all been linked together, talking about consequentialism and non-consequentialism and the different variations of that. But the assignment for tonight, is the Nash family. That is the kind of the medical ethics case study that we're looking at. And I had put some links and information and materials in the modules for you. And I know people have been turning them in today and had a chance to answer a few questions, and looks like people's moving pretty smoothly. I know it's a holiday. Sorry about that. I hope somebody had a chance to have a little time with family, friends, barbecue, that kind of thing. Sorry about the class raining on that parade. But like I said, thing due tonight at midnight. Hopefully we'll get them all done and turned in. The one thing I wanted to say about the Nash family and the decision that they faced is that it raises a lot of very profound and fundamental questions about things like why people have children, and should the questions around this type, again, this is new and experimental when they did this 20 years ago, should those decisions be left up solely to the family? Now, in this case, the family was seeking advice from medical doctors, from lawyers, from religious figures in their lives, family, friends. They were going to great lengths when they were faced with this option to do it carefully and respectfully and responsibly. But also, you have to remember, from their point of view, they were the parents of a sick child. They were kind of going to do anything to help their daughter. And lots of people read the case and they go, well, I mean, look what they made, some decisions. It helped their daughter. It worked. It had a good outcome. So what's the problem? Well, it was way, way more complicated than that. And in fact, so complicated that it does raise that question about, is this the type of thing that needs oversight from medical ethicists, from the government? When it first came out, when the Nash family went through this for the first time, they were kind of on their own because there wasn't a lot of guidance and moral authority around this because the field was evolving. Now, 20 years later, I had mentioned this in the previous video, it's commonplace. People do this all the time. Save your siblings are a thing. And again, it's easy to kind of look at it as parents, sick child, they help their child. What's wrong with that? But you can't get around the fact that these folks created a human being as a therapy for a sick child, for another person. They had a person who needed help, and so they decided, the way to do that is to create a human being as a treatment. That's profound. Lots of people have trouble with that. I mean, if you think it's simple and clear-cut and easy, it's not. Lots of people have profound ethical concerns about that very thing, the thing that they did. And like I said, and I raised this in the modules, it raises all kinds of questions about, eugenics and the whole purpose around the treatment of children. And I get it's, by the way, it's related to our previous conversation too, but about the limits. Should there be limits? Who sets those limits? Should it always just be the family, even though they clearly, you can't even really call it a conflict of interest. They just have such a narrow, defined role and perspective that we can't expect them to make well-balanced decisions, especially if they're not experienced or experts. And again, they have this tunnel vision, which is understandable because that's their role of taking care of their daughter. But does that mean they should be able to do anything to help their daughter? Yeah. So if the answer to that is no, we got to talk about why is it no? and who puts in place those limits? Lots to think about. Anyway, so I know you're all grappling with these issues right now as you write your essays and get these things turned in. As always, if you've got questions, concerns, comments, let me know. I'm here for you. I'm at home today, not at the office. But happy, as always, to check in and make sure that I'm answering questions as we go along. All right, take care, and I hope somewhere you got a chance to enjoy a little bit of the holiday weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.